I stain treated it. I think there's still lights. Okay, I didn't know if I should before I dry it. I throw it in the dryer.
Up to you. You're not really a hair person. I meant to bring you some. Have some on the floor. I think me.
Okay. Quesadilla, I think. And then I'm gonna make a burger before the street food starts. test it out. I'm just gonna have basically a burrito. I don't want to mess with the.
The way that these fries are it was mostly positive. There were a couple of things that she said. Like, choices that one. I got it's clear that they didn't observe. They just like she mentioned that I should do like the pair share.
Do what?
The pair share.
I don't know what that is. Just something.
It's like a dialogue approach with your students. It's like have them pair off, think together, share their findings with the class, and then keep going. The class she was in, hell.
Yeah.
The day she was there, my most obnoxious student was absent, and so things were a lot more paced and controlled than they normally are. And so like there was even like a 10-minute gap trying to get a in class that I never had in that class. And so I'm just like, the class that you saw the day was missing a big personality that approach attached it. So I'd love to be more mindful about implementing those sort of opportunities in my classroom, but also honing my classroom skills. And then she also made a comment about like I should consider the fact that cold reading makes students anxious and talk to them ahead of time about reading.
It's an English class.
Because whenever she was in there, I mentioned that we have the cast list to do the reading together in class. But I had already talked to my kids the day before. I was like, hey, reading is going to be completely voluntary. I'm not going to popcorn. I'm not going to be coloring them. People are going to sign up. And if we don't want to read, we'll listen to the recording. Because they hate the recording. But I'm like, we have that to fall back on. And so for that, I'm like, additionally, I completely agree with the concept of cold reading being anxiety inducing. I did my classes on Monday and explained upfront classic reading would be on a volunteer basis. Then on Wednesday, I told my students how I would run the reading and gave them a timeline of what we would be reading starting the next day. I incentivized the reading as an extra opportunity with the recordings as a fallback option for classes where enough students did not want to participate. I'm just like, for the record, we're not like, you don't know. But I want to do it. I want to be extremely polite about it. I just don't want to know
Legitimately doesn't know that they were crime. She's just saying stuff that she's seeing and thinking about.
right. And I just want her to know as the like facilitator for English for the whole district that I know what you're saying and I agree. That's not what I teach.
Yeah, I hear your words. And, no, I think it's good to learn what you are doing and how things work, because every class is different. What you can and cannot implement, you know. So makes us look not good. So I found out that a quarter pound of like meat is a half a cup, roughly. Yeah, I had to look it up because I wanted to make quarter pound patties. I'm like, I don't have to make it like lots of privileges. Wow. Great.
So additionally, I completely agree with the concept of cold reading the anxiety inducing to avoid the popcorn read terror. I brought my classes Monday and explained upfront that classroom reading would be completely voluntary. Then Wednesday, I went over the specifics of how I would run the reading and gave students a timeline of what we would be reading starting the next day. I incentivized the reading as an extra credit opportunity with the recordings as a fallback option for classes where enough students did not want to participate. Though more than enough students eager and willing to read. I have a list of people who want to read for specific characters written out so that I can rotate my students in the spirit of fairness.
Yep. I think it's a good response to have to let her know what you are doing and things, you know, she's not being like, you're dumb. You're just like, hey, this is stuff that I'm doing based off your comments and what to let you know. Because it's not helpful for her to tell you things you're already doing.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the move with your telling. Doing some stuff. So,
Is she passing? I don't know how we got her. But it's okay. Is that wrong?
What?
Never mind. You don't need to know what I said. It was wrong. It was bad. I felt
That's great.
in my soul though.
I think you're really starting to become a teacher.
What is up, boys? What's cooking?
What's up, my dude?
We are cooking.
As of right now, I can't see anybody else.
Neither can I. Oh yeah, I haven't put us all up. I still just have the background on.
Oh, okay, perfect. I like that background though. That's cool.
I love it. Thank you. I was trying to let it run earlier, so I don't know. People could like get a chance to like see what was going on. So
Yeah, I saw the stream start like 30, 45 minutes ago or so. I
yeah.
was like, oh, cool. Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
I was seeing that like they're like you should like start your stream. They're like you should stream for like at least like 2 hours to let people trickle in. I was like, I'll just put up a little thing.
Yep.
Just a little thing.
Who's in the background?
Oh, that's Abby. Burp. They say hi.
Hi, Abby.
Yeah, she's over here grading.
Nice.
She got to do work things.
Dude,
Some
Sam,
of
I was
that
at work till
nature work?
6:30 yesterday.
What'd you say?
What'd
I
you
was
say?
at work till 6:30 yesterday, and I started at
PM
7
or
in the
AM?
morning.
Damn. I took a 12-hour nap yesterday, or I slept for 12 hours.
Nice.
Not to flex
12-hour
or
nap.
anything.
Dude, I do that every weekend, coward.
But what'd you say, Brandon? Before Connor talked about his
Oh, I don't
12-hour
know.
shift? I don't know either.
Guys, what about this hot sauce D&D idea?
I'm all for it. I like it. My poor butthole.
Bring me the pain.
So wait, what's the hot sauce D&D idea?
Okay, so let's say we have 100 health, right?
Oh,
From 90 to 100, right? If you take damage between that range, you have to do the first bottle of hot sauce, like take a little dab, right?
oh, okay.
From 80 to 89, it's just next hottest. But once
Okay,
you go
like
to
the
death
stuff from Hot
saves,
Ones.
yeah, once you go to death saves, you take that last dab, brother.
Oh my gosh, that sounds awful.
Yeah, my booty. Like I kind of like it though. Maybe not like like if you ever get bloodied, I would say like have like a wing, because you'd be struggling.
Look, we've all seen the show, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't got the cojones like that man to do a dab that big.
Dude, so I played the Hot Ones Truth or Dare game at somebody's house, and the hot sauce that it comes with is the last dab. It's like the number 10. And so like we all just like to start off, we were like, oh, okay, cool. Let's just like do a little like spoonful of it just to like see how bad it is or whatever. And so we just like did a spoonful of it like raw without like anything on it. And like oh my god, like, and I like hot stuff. I was like, oh my god, like my mouth's watering just thinking about it. I was like, oh my god, I was like, this is pain. I was like, this doesn't even have flavor. It just hurts. And then like we kind of, I don't know, like we like started playing, and like I had to do like 4 in total, and like we had to start putting it on like bread, like Wonder Bread or something, just because like just doing it straight, it just like it got into your teeth and then like into your gums, and it just hurt. And so if you at least like put it on bread or something, even just like a little piece of bread, you could at least like get it down before it would like soak into everything. Oh my gosh, it was awful.
One of my coworkers puts the bomb hot sauce on everything.
He's an idiot.
I was like, why do you do that? And she's like, yeah, well, here's the thing. She's also like, I don't know. She just likes it. She'll like make her own food, and then she's like, I just need a little spice. And she
likes butt stuff. I'm just going to tell you that right now. She's a masochist.
Her and her husband work now, both on night shift, and it's hysterical because she comes over and she's like, tries to talk, and he's like, please shut up. I'm trying to work. He's like, what are you doing over here? And she's like, I just want to talk. He's like, we're not doing that. He's like, I gotta work. Get back to work.
That's funny.
He's like, you're not even a lead. Don't tell me what to do.
He's like, get back to work. Get out of here.
Get out of here. It's so funny. G, are you in a Roll20?
I'm trying to find it.
It's the Tuesday one. Because that's what we originally started on.
Yeah. So I made that, like, I whipped up that character for like the Feywild thing, and I'm not saying this to say like, oh, we need to play the Feywild adventure, but like I whipped up that character, and the more I started like thinking about it and like writing up like a little backstory for him and like that kind of stuff, I was like, man, I want to play this character. I was like, I don't want to kill Yato by any means, but I was like, this character fucking, this is cool. I was like, this
yeah.
would be fun.
I had Joshua sent me his character, and he sent, well, maybe not, he might have sent me his character, but he also sent me the one place, 3 NPCs, and 1 encounter.
Mhm.
And I'm like, and they don't need to be correlated. I think all his are correlated, but I'm like, they could all just, like be random. I'm like, it's just
Yeah.
stuff to be in there. Like the NPCs don't have to be related to anything. They're just NPCs to have around.
Just make him DM it.
Yeah.
It sounds like he's basically doing it. Like, why not just run it?
I don't know. I think he likes to play, but I'm like,
Yeah,
I think
I
it's
mean-
kind of like how you like to play, but like
Yeah.
you don't necessarily want to DM. The attention span.
Bring me another campaign to play. I'm in.
Connor, you ended the last campaign we were playing.
Oh, I'm playing. I suck as a DM.
Oh,
You
okay.
don't suck. You did
You
great.
actually do not suck. I wanted to keep playing.
You did great, dude.
Yeah, I was
suck.
enjoying it. I was enjoying being the grung.
I'm not that great, guys. Now
You're-
G is fire.
G's a good storyteller.
Connor, you suck.
Thank
I know.
God. Thank you.
No. I thought I was waiting for us to get back to yours, Connor.
Me too. I'm still waiting, Connor.
Dude, I'm too shell shocked for mine. I got PTSD from it. I'm like, never again.
I told you needed to get back into it. I told you. You just
You
needed to
did.
get back on the bike.
You did, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna leave that bike in the garage forever.
Yep.
I don't have the storytelling capabilities like Jim and Michael do.
Dude, the good thing about D&D is you don't even have to have it. You just like you literally throw people in there and you just let your players do stuff. That's it.
I think I would be better at a one shot than a full on campaign.
Nah, dude. Like
Hi, Michelle.
here's the thing. Hello. It's you. No, what you made was really good.
Jim, Connor, and Brandon.
Nice.
Abby's in the background of
The
Jim's.
squad.
Yeah.
Hey, Michelle.
Hang on.
Yeah, put Michelle on the mic.
Hello.
Michelle, can you hear me?
Mhm.
Okay, I got my ears pierced.
Ooh, very nice.
I don't know if you can see them or not, but I was like, oh
Can
my
you
God,
make
it's
can you
Michelle.
make Brandon bigger?
Yeah. I think I can.
Very cool.
Michelle,
Uh-huh.
the bachelor party, we're gonna hurt
Brandon's
Michael.
solo now.
Very he got his ears pierced. Very nice.
Just when you thought he couldn't get cooler, he did.
He did.
Brandon is like the coolest person I know.
100%.
Hey, we're probably selling one.
Selling one
What?
what?
So what?
Motorcycle.
Oh yeah. I
You're
knew about
selling your
that.
motorcycle?
Yeah.
I'm getting
Soon enough.
What did he say?
Say it again.
I'm getting a house out of it.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I mean, that's a decent
Yeah.
trade.
Mm-hmm,
I
I
get that.
mean,
How much?
how much?
Connor said how much?
50.
$50.
$50. Nice. Michelle, how are you?
I'm good. Busy.
Good. Yeah.
A lot of things happening.
I
You want to play
believe
D&D?
No.
you.
I'm gonna go to dinner with my friend.
Oh,
Nice.
okay.
Thanks for the invite though. I mean,
Okay,
I
well.
couldn't interrupt the squad, it's boys' night.
That's true.
Boys' night. All right. Tell your friend we said hi to. Okay.
Yeah, tell them we said hi.
Tell your friend we said
Okay.
hi.
Tell them they can come play D&D.
Okay, I'll let her know that we're We have an invite to D&D.
You have a standing invitation.
Always.
Is
Okay.
Riley invited next time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Riley can play.
All the
She was-
significant others come and play.
She was fun to have at the table. It was pretty cool.
I would tell her she's invited to play again.
Okay. I'm
Nice.
heading out, guys.
Okay. Bye, Michelle. Love you.
I
Love you.
so okay, clarification. What are we doing for G's
What's up,
bachelor party before
dude?
we
I'm right
start?
here.
So
Okay.
do I need to prep a session? Like what all are we doing?
So, okay. So here,
Do I need to be on? Do I need to get off?
you can be on. It's fine.
Okay.
So here is the lowdown. So Friday night, March the 8th, we will have the Airbnb. And then March the 9th, we will have it the whole day. And then March the 10th, we will have checkout at like 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock, something like that. So we'll basically just get up the 10th morning and clean up and then head out. So on the night of the 8th, that is up to you guys on what you want to do. If we want to play D&D, if we wanted to like play drinking games, if we wanted to do like Michael had mentioned, like doing like I don't know if that's like secret information or not. Michael, was that like privy
No,
information?
no. So I was considering getting everybody a pre-con of Magic the Gathering cards, and we just doing a Magic the Gathering Commander night.
That would be very fun to me.
That would be fun.
And Mike and Cody both like know how to play.
Mhm.
I hate to break it to you. I already got a deck going.
Oh, hell yeah.
a Commander deck.
Don't worry about it, G.
He doesn't know.
Yeah,
Doesn't
bring it.
know.
I actually
Um,
do know.
Make sure the power level is appropriate for pre-con decks, so that you don't just beat the shit out of all of us.
No,
way
let
to
him
play.
beat the shit out of
So
us.
I'm
It's my party now.
yeah, because I'm picking. I still need to clear it with Michelle, but I'm picking pre-cons based on basically my interpretation of you guys.
What's a precon?
So means
pre-constructed.
pre-constructed
Oh,
deck.
I'm
So you
sorry.
just buy it. Yeah, it's just a slang term for just like pre-constructed.
I'm out of the lingo.
Nah,
No,
you're
you're
good,
good.
dude. So Brandon is, believe it or not, he's a dragon. He's a dragons guy.
Yeah,
Hell
absolutely.
yeah, he is.
The
So
Dragons are
charisma.
dinosaurs, baby.
Yep, he just likes big, stompy, hit him hard, hit him fast. You know,
I like big shit.
big shit. So he's getting like a dragon pre-con.
I just want a force
Balls
deck.
all over this game.
Well, Jim, here's the coolest shit. Okay, the one I picked for you is called Party
Is it-
Time, and it's based on Baldur's Gate.
Hell
and
yeah.
your commander gets a bonus based on having a full party out on the field, which is a rogue, cleric, warrior, and I think rogue, warrior,
Like
and
Full party.
something
like
else.
a bard or
There's
a
four
wizard
of
or
them.
something like that.
And wizard. Wizard's it.
Type.
And
Type.
so it's very Baldur's Gate-esque in
Very
that.
nice.
And I was like, that kind of fit your
I'm
your
a
vibe.
DM. Yeah, I'm a DM.
Yeah. And then Connor, I actually went because I know you like playing like barbarians and classes in D&D, but you're also a really fantastic tactician. And so
Yes,
I actually
yeah.
picked a Warhammer 40K deck, and it's all about its commander makes like little soldier tokens, and it's basically you like bringing these soldiers out and like kind of overwhelming that way.
Why am I thinking of when I sent the Lord of the Rings thing? Where they're marching, it's just like,
Oh my
where
gosh,
there's
no.
a whip,
There's a way.
And then,
Dude, oh my gosh, I had so many nightmares from that movie.
dude,
That's the original Hobbit movie.
I did consider so there are Lord of the Rings decks, and I did consider just getting everybody Lord of the Rings decks, but I like these better. I think it's a better spread.
I think
May
you
I-
did a really good job.
May I
think that
throw
sounds
out a
awesome.
suggestion?
Yeah.
Tournament round with these Magic the Gathering decks.
Well, that's the fun part is we can all play at the same time.
Oh man.
Commander is
man.
not 1v1.
Commander is not 1v1. Commander is usually it's a pot of 4, but you can make it a pot of 5.
Oh,
And so that's what makes it really fun is that you're playing against everybody at the same time.
gee, I am so hyped for your bachelor party. Like
Yeah,
I'm
this is gonna
talking
be
about
fun.
it at work.
Dude, I'm excited just to like bias aside, like I'm really excited to see Brandon, but I'm just excited to have like a boys'
Same.
night, like
Okay,
getting to do
yeah.
things together. But I'm not trying to detract anymore from D&D. I know Jim has a
No, I know.
fantastic session.
Well, we
And-
got to like 7:15. We always chit chat a little bit. I do have a
Yeah.
lot planned, but it should be a lot more streamlined because,
We're straight into combat.
well, sort of, because I'll catch us up where we left off because I have a plan. But for clarification, should I prep something if we're gonna play D&D?
I would say yes.
Okay, I'll
Because
prep something.
I would like to do kind of a one shot Friday night and we finish it Saturday night.
Are we gonna sleep at all this weekend?
No.
Mike, Sierra says hi.
Best friend.
Now Connor says hi too.
Hello. But I'm thinking maybe like we do the D&D session first, get that done, and then we could do Magic till like however late we want.
Mhm.
However long it takes.
Damn, is that the sun?
What is that?
Yeah. So well, and that was kind of my thought is like we could easily like set up Smash Bros or something like that because theoretically like Saturday.
Brandon. We want
What?
everyone to have a good time.
Fair enough. So no Smash Bros. Well, and like because like theoretically, if we're having like if like more people are coming over on like Saturday, then that technically opens up more things that are like, okay, let's like we could play drinking games on Saturday or whatever, or like we could do like more. I don't know. Like there's a lot of things that we could do on Saturday that are a little different. So it may be more. It may make more sense to do like Magic and D&D like Friday, just because it'll be a smaller group kind of thing. And then Saturday, it's like that's whenever we can do like larger group things that don't have to have like 5 people in at a time or something like that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We could also do larger groups during the day, and then if people decide to stay later in the night,
Yeah.
we could also do something there too. But if everyone decides to branch off, we could also go back to Magic, Smash Bros, whatever it is we want to do.
We're gonna
Drink.
wing it. We're gonna
Yeah.
wing it.
Yeah, because I figured
I'm
I know
fine.
I wanted like a night with just you guys. That was like
Yeah.
a little more I don't know, just a little closer, kind of more intimate group, and then
Yeah.
Mhm.
then have some time with like a bunch of other people like JC and Joshua and all them. We want to
Yeah.
see them too.
Yeah. Well, and we can bring out like your writing buddy and like that kind of stuff because like them coming on Saturday and they can stay as late as they want on Saturday, essentially. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Or
yeah,
come as
yeah.
early as they want, really. Like if we wanted to meet up for breakfast or brunch or something like that, then like
Oh
we
yeah.
could do that. We could go. I mean, or we could just like make brunch at the house. Like, I mean, it's a house, so like we'll have a kitchen and everything. So
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff like that. But as far as planning a session goes, um, we could do a one shot. A one shot might be fun. Since it's basically us plus Cody. Is that right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll just be us plus Cody. So like we could do. I mean, we could do a one shot in that style. I mean, honestly, James, if you wanted to play, like maybe like Connor or I could play in a one shot. Just so that way it's like a little bit like that way you get to play instead. Um, something like that could be kind of fun.
No, I was playing a DM. I've been doing a lot of I've been listening to a lot of like D&D writing and world building. I'm kind of excited. I kind of want to make a Hyrule-esque one shot.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Jim's like, let me cook. Let me cook.
Let him cook. Never interrupt the chef. Yeah, Hyrule one shot sounds fucking sweet.
I just think it'd be
Um,
so fitting. It'd be fun.
Hyrule, you say?
Hyrule.
Hyrule.
Because I may have, especially if we have more people and they want to, I know we have quite a few people that will want to play. I may make some like pre-made character sheets for
and
the
just hand
setting
it to them and be
for,
like,
yeah, for additional people if they want to play.
just be like, go nuts.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But all right,
I
I'm
say
gonna
we
get
get
us
cooking.
started. Yep, I'm gonna get us started. So
I think Connor was blasting this. He was singing this dragon a song last
The
time. I remember.
didgeridoo.
yeah, he did play the didgeridoo.
Everyone, get down! Brrr.
Let
I
him
need my line.
cook.
I gotta see my dice. I gotta see which one of these dice is cooking
Get rid of the
tonight.
blue one, man.
No, dude.
Yeah,
no.
dude,
The
I'm
blue
gonna
ones.
melt that
Wait.
blue one down.
I can't. Where is it? The blue one?
Abby, don't help him.
Oh, where on the table is it? This is very important. I need that blue dice. There it is. I found it, guys. Abby found it.
Bro,
Yes.
you and her okay after you went into the shadow realm?
We're okay. I
You
just
went to-
can't do that again.
Oh, that shadow realm.
Yeah.
Been
Bro.
there, done that, brother.
Yep.
Bro was gone.
I was cooked. It was really nice though, too, at the same time. Like,
Dude, I wish you could read the thread that I had with Laura, where
oh my
she's like,
gosh.
Jim's ignoring everybody. And I was like, nah, he's asleep.
No, I'm asleep.
She's like, no, his location says his phone's live. I'm like, yeah, he probably left his phone on
I
and
did
fell
leave my
asleep.
phone on. Yeah.
And she's like, no. I was like, he's not on Instagram. He's not on Facebook. Dude's asleep.
Yep.
And she's like, Abby's going over there. I was like, okay.
Okay.
2 minutes later, he was asleep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's like,
All
you
right.
clown.
Ooh, all my dice are rolling pretty good tonight. That's good.
He's getting the rolls out of the way, guys. Don't worry about it.
So, where we left off, you guys have basically been, if we're gonna go by feats, just to catch everyone up that ever comes on this stream,
Oh yeah, we're live. My bad.
you guys were captured basically in the equivalent of prisoners of war when the angels and elementals came down and took over this country in a blitzkrieg. You got put in a prison that held you and many other prisoners with very strong magical capabilities or were deemed as a threat to the oncoming forces. So you guys then did your time there and found a way out leading to this mountain being destroyed. And in the attempt of evacuation and the successful attempt at evacuation, you then found yourself traveling down into the forest, running into the half orcs as they became nomadic from and the half orcs basically got pushed out of their main homeland and were having to be nomadic, finally getting a chance to settle down and form a more permanent settlement once you guys came along and were able to keep the area safe long enough for them to set up real buildings, some real walls, some real defensive structures. And then as you guys were finally in a moment of peace and settling down, a fairy came after having heard of you guys and took you to a pond to see some unicorns. And upon seeing the unicorns, you ran into Yato's old gang, essentially, his who he ran with, the gang of bounty hunters that he ran with, and proceeded to kind of get into conflict with them and chase after them, and Kest, the leader of the bounty hunters, eventually was defeated but not killed and made his escape. After that, and during that combat, the a rift formed in the sky, showing a tear between planes, as it appears that the planes of existence are crashing into each other, causing many aspects of the elemental plane that is colliding with the material plane to start falling and descending down, and also caused a big rift to form that actually exposed the Underdark within this forest. So, after that, you guys kind of finally settled down, had some conversations with the leader of the half orcs, who was heading into a council, a wizard council, to discuss events and the big picture of what's going on with this war now that they have been able to settle. And upon that, you were resting and saw some mephits silly goofing around, followed them, saw that they were feeding stones to a dragon down in at the bottom of this rift into the Underdark, and are now in conflict with this dragon after blasting them with the horn of blasting, also known as the didgeridoo. And that's where we are. So you guys have found this. We left off. You got blasted by this necrotic beam of energy from this dark dragon. And as it did so, all light that existed outside was pulled into him. And he darkened every aspect around him and forced that blast into Cedrin. After he did so, Debo took out his horn of blasting as the dragon was climbing up the walls of this rift because his wings have been stunted and broken, unused over time. And with the horn of blasting, he didn't target it on the dragon, but targeted on the wall of this rift, on the wall of this cliff, and the cliff collapsed and took the dragon down with it, looking that the dragon was buried alive. The dragon then bursts out of the rubble and begins his ascent again. With that, I believe we rolled initiative. And yeah. Can you guys roll me initiative? I don't have it like last time.
I sure can.
Wow.
Let's start with the 19. Cedric rolled a 21.
21. Yato.
4.
Okay. Wow. His deck sucks.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been underground for a long time.
Yeah, he's just ain't there. So our order of initiative is Cedrin, Debo, SD, and Yato. So, Cedrin, what would you like to do?
Seeing the didgeridoo in Debo's hands, and kind of seeing him have to take a breath and like do it each time. Cedric gets an idea, claps, he goes, "You got this, big guy," and he puts his hands on his back. And I'm gonna cast haste on my boy, on my babyest of boys.
You have to remind me of haste.
Oh, allow me. You have a +2 to your AC. You have an advantage on dexterity saving throws, and you gain an additional action on each of your turns. That action can be used only to take the attack or one weapon attack, dash, disengage, hide, or use an object action.
3 attacks. 3
Three
attacks.
attacks.
3
Yeah,
attacks.
Hang on, guys.
Also, your speed is doubled.
Well,
3 attacks. 3 attacks.
Debo's feeling refreshed.
He's feeling quick.
Yeah.
He feels
So-
like he might go down there and cave this motherfucker's skull in.
And just for flavor text, basically what happens is like a bunch of like twigs and kind of loose debris from the forest kind of comes around you, and you have like a tiny little like mech suit, basically. But it's like red and enchanted, like held together. So it's like a prehistoric Iron Man suit that's kind of giving you a little boost and everything. And there's like a little magical tether between it and Cedrin, because Cedrin's basically the battery. And then Cedrin will take his bonus action as I do. And he's gonna walk over here and yell back at the dragon. I told you you were gonna get blasted. You just had to stay down there. And I'll end my turn.
All right. Side thing from Debo. He really wants to jump down there now, feeling this good.
He's like 40 feet up. The dragon's like 40 feet up the wall climbing, and so he's got next turn he'll get up the cliff.
Unless he gets blasted.
Unless he gets blasted. I just wanted to let you know where he is. So like, if you want to, you can meet him. Just to give context of where the dragon is.
Well, that's the best part, Debo. You can blast him and still go down there.
It's just an 80-foot drop.
It's fine.
It is fine, isn't it?
It's just
So
damage.
You think didgeridoo and then jump on him? Or just jump on him?
I
What
think
if we-
rage and then didgeridoo.
Yeah, you
Well,
can
yeah.
rage. Please rage.
We're gonna rage first. Let the wild magic commence.
Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
That's not it. There it is. Oh yeah.
Oh, there's my dice. Couldn't find it earlier.
No, I don't think I'll jump down there. I think I'll teleport after this.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 2, and that's
No way.
teleport 30 feet. I'm right here. First, didgeridoo. Got the D100. Got a roll below a 20 or over 25.
For
I
what?
rolled a 100. A perfect 100.
Triple digits, you say?
Triple digits.
What kind of nat 20 is that?
Triple digits.
To not break the didgeridoo?
Yeah.
I think a second didgeridoo popped out of it.
It's been mended. So you're using the didgeridoo?
The curse is gone.
It can't break.
I feel powerful.
Get his ass, Debo! Get his ass!
100, you say, Depot.
A perfect 100. I'm gonna roll 5d6. Well, first,
You aiming this at this dragon or the wall?
Cedric, what do you think?
You got this, Debo.
Straight up at the dragon.
Okay, so the dragon.
Don't let me stop you, Debo. You're cooking.
It needs to roll a Constitution saving throw of 15.
It can do that.
I know it's not that good.
It is actually a good saving throw. It's legitimately a good saving throw. This thing's just a dragon.
Oh, I'm talking the dragon's not gonna make it.
Oh, okay.
He's
Well,
speaking. He's prophesizing right now.
I got a 21 on my saving throw.
Son of a gun.
Anyone got silvery barbs?
Get his ass.
Get his ass.
All right, I'm gonna roll my 5d6.
I'm so sorry. I gotta save silvery barbs for something that might miss.
11, 12, 15, 17, half of 17.
8.
8.
8
9.
damage.
Do we round up or down?
Down.
8.
8 damage.
8 damage,
Baller.
but triple digits though.
So he takes 8 damage. You hit him with the didgeridoo. It comes out of you like a beacon, and he goes, "Who are you three that would dare defy the Prince of Shadows, leader of the Underdark?"
Oh,
And he is going to make it to the top.
I'm glad I backed up.
I am ready for him.
And
No, put him back. Put him back.
you see again him suck all the light out of this area. And it, because I rolled my recharge, and he just is going to aim his beam. His beam. He's gonna go for you, Debo. He's gonna go for you with your didgeridoo. What can he do? He's got 40. Yep, 40 feet, 40 climbing. He climbed up 40, made it to the top, and he is just going to use his freaking beam on you. Can you make me a dexterity saving throw?
Dude, I'm great at these.
You have advantage.
oh, you have advantage, yeah.
As
As a haste.
How's a 19 looking?
A 19?
Yep.
You just barely pass.
Holy shite!
my God.
He's
Um,
not screwing around.
And as
Guess
this
he did throw the knight at you.
beam of he pulls all the light out, and it comes out in almost these shadowy tendrils, and the light is restored back into the environment, but you are hit with a wave of necrotic damage. And take 25 points of necrotic damage.
Is that the halved?
That is the half.
No, it
50
sucks.
51 total. 25 is the half.
I got whacked with it earlier. It's tough.
And so he
Shit's
hits you with
tough.
that, and he goes, "I ask again, who are you that would defy me?"
What was our name again? Cinder's Flame?
Cinder's
Embrace?
Cinder's Bane.
Cinder's Bane, there you go.
As and that's his turn. That is his
Cinder's
whole
Hope.
turn.
Or Cinder's
He's
Hope.
he's out of movement. That shadow breath takes a lot to rear up and channel like Godzilla, but you see around him, you see he's not. As he's now come up and you all can see him, can you guys can roll me a nature check or a history check?
Oh, history, 100%.
Look, I both have a -1 to those, but how's a 0 looking?
No way did you get a natural one.
I got a natural 1 -1.
That
Look.
cancels out your.
He literally just had the knight thrown at him. Okay, we just
Yeah,
give him a minute.
He's
No
not
shame.
doing so hot. Leave him alone.
Guys, where'd the sun go?
Holy shit!
I'm sorry, I misquoted his name earlier. He's Prince of Darkfire, not Prince of
Prince
of- oh, okay.
Shadows.
Prince
I'm sorry.
Darkfire.
Prince
Okay.
of Darkfire.
Okay.
What'd you get on your intelligence check or your history check?
I got a 23.
I got a 7.
So with a 7, you're like, this thing. You don't know anything really other than what he's told you. You know, the Underdark is not your territory,
Yeah, I don't
Yato.
like that.
You do not like caves.
Yeah, Underdark is
Do
big
not like
no-no.
caves.
Big
2
no.
thumbs down.
Yep. Cedrin, you would know from studying your own history that the Prince of Darkfire is also called the Reaper of Light and Keeper of Shadow. He is Skor Zidon. He was
Scores of dawn.
once a powerful red dragon, tossed to a former aspect of himself. This is his weaker version since he was chained and left forgotten in the Underdark. And after that time, it has changed him into what he is now, which is a shadow dragon. Very rare, very uncommon, very difficult to slay.
Not for
So, but this one is he has a reputation to uphold. He was around at the same time as the Black Dragon that tore down on Eowyn's fortress. He was there at the beginning when the stars fell from the sky. He was there when they were used to smite the gods. He was one of the first dragons that was made on the material plane. So he's lived for eons, for a very long time. He's just literally, that's why he's weaker. He actually got too old.
So what I'm hearing is he's bloody.
Yep.
We're just
So-
like three dudes. I don't know if this
Yeah.
is gonna go well, guys.
We're just like 3 dudes.
We're just like three dudes. I don't know if this is gonna go well.
Hey, you got a rock elemental, man. Make it 4.
Make it 4.
Wrap 'em up.
I'll bring up Red
4
Dragon.
dudes.
It'll be 5. We'll be the goddamn Power Rangers in this bitch.
Yeah.
Or
no more.
constrictor snakes. I need to make him more to scale because he is like gargantuan.
Oh. Oh, I thought he was a little
let's
guy.
Not do that. We're 4 little guys.
Poor
Yeah,
little-
he's
Hey.
gargantuan. He's very old.
Hey, I'm just a
I'm
little
retconning
guy.
a little. I'm retconning a little
Hey.
bit. He's very old because I actually fleshed him out more.
Hey, I'm just a little guy. Just a little guy.
Just
Yeah,
a little guy.
Yeah, he looked young when you guys are down there. The shadows bring him a lot more of a youthful vigor. The moonlight shows all his blemishes. So, Yato, what would you like to do? And if you,
Okay.
I also specifically wanted retcon to make sure I made him large enough that your constrictor snakes can.
Couldn't get him.
Suck
That is
dick.
wise.
What about 4 constrictor snakes?
What if I didn't summon 4 constrictor snakes, but instead summoned 1 big constrictor snake? No, I'm just kidding.
Yato, you got to keep your pants on in this fight, okay?
Keep
It's
your pants
inappropriate.
on. But
Appreciate that.
inspiration. That's inspiration.
That's just inspiration for Mike.
Yep, just for Mike.
That's not even Cedric. That was Mike.
Actually,
Okay,
Cedrin
so-
gave Yato bardic inspiration.
There you go. So whenever we were like looking down the chasm and trying to kind of intimidate him, and Debo was like holding the horn and blasted him the first time, Yato kind of tried to intimidate him by channeling a huge amount of energy between his hands, and his eyes started glowing white. And now that he's kind of crested over the top, and Yato kind of backed up as he kind of came to fruition at the top of this chasm, Yato kind of stumbles back just a little bit at the sheer size of this big fucker who announced his name. And he just unleashed another hell beam at Debo, the first one having launched as Cedrin.
Yeah.
And Yato he'll channel this energy between his hands, start to pull it apart, and it'll look like, well, it's like a beam of white light that starts to crackle and then arc upward as clouds form overhead. And then he begins to channel them up. I'm casting coal lightning at the 5th level.
Oh, damn. That's
So-
pretty good.
It's also a moonbeam that's been upcasted.
You could do Moonbeam, but this one's a dexterity save.
Hey!
Moonbeam is a con save, and I think he'll do that better.
That's the biggest brain thing I've ever seen.
But Moonbeam.
Yeah. Moonbeam is radiant damage, which might be more effective. I couldn't decide which is better. So The big difference, though, is that if you're outdoors, this spell gains an extra D10. And so
We are outside.
we are outside. So I would like him to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. The lightning begins to crackle. You hear the friction of the clouds, but before the thunder can roll, light always comes first. He failed.
Jim went. He failed.
And the lightning beams down and strikes him and ripples through his whole body, and you see all of the clouds of smoke that now form his own being becomes static with electricity as it hits. Roll your damage.
All right. So the damage, it's a pretty good roll. I just rolled in D&D Beyond so I could see
Very
it easier.
nice.
So I imagine the tallest point on him is probably one of the spines at his shoulder blades, because he kind of maybe hunches a bit. And so at that point, the lightning is going to strike and channel down his back and hit him for 43 points of damage.
All right. That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. That is pretty good.
You said 43?
43.
43? So he'll take the half as 22.
Wait,
But
did he save?
No. It's
Oh,
it's a
shit.
different thing.
Oh, shit.
So
Oh, okay.
you find as it hits in and when the lightning hits and you see that his body is mainly made up of these shadows and ethereal clouds that bind him together over time, you see that takes an absorption of most damage types as it sits and crackles around. Still good damage. So 22 I'll give you 22.
All right. All right. We'll think about our strategy.
With that, roll
I'm-
me when you do that attack type, roll a nature check.
Yeah. I love rolling nature because it's an intelligence skill. All right. Oh, that's a little better. 16.
16, you would decide that I will tell you one of the damage types after seeing it. You can see that he gains a lot of his power from being in dim light and darkness that seems to come with the territory of being a shadow dragon. And upon the other information that Cedrin has found, he's resistant to most damage types, with an exception of radiant damage, because light will not catch on the clouds, the shadows, but they actually disperse shadow.
Interesting. May I make an extrapolation from that?
Absolutely.
Would I think that? So I gauge that radiant damage would do full damage to him. Would
Yeah.
I gauge that it would be like super effective or just do normal damage?
Do normal damage. Like it
Okay.
would just be able to go past that barrier that he has.
Gotcha.
It would be
And-
able to penetrate more effectively, but he's not
Okay.
vulnerable to it.
And as one more extrapolation, what do you think? Kind of looking at the way that the lightning hit him, and thinking about the fact that lightning damage is pretty like it's violent, it's electricity, but it's like very light oriented, and that didn't seem to like pull or push the shadows apart. Do I think that if there was a bright source of light above, that would make him easier to hit?
That's your call.
Okay. All right. Okay. Sounds good to me. I will. Okay. I'm not gonna wild shape. I'm gonna stay.
Kaiju battle.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Kaiju
stay as is.
Battle.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay as is. I think moving away from him and drawing an opportunity attack is probably not my ideal move.
Oh
So
yeah,
that will be it for me.
yep. And at the end of your turn, legendary action,
Oh no.
Cedrin.
Leave me alone.
He's gonna
I'm
whip
just a little.
around
I'm just a boy.
real quick, and
Just a
he's
little
gonna be
guy.
like,
It's my
and
birthday.
looking into his eyes, you still see these just yellow, piercing eyes, and he looks down at you and he goes, "So, who do I have the pleasure to feast upon?" And he's gonna swipe at you.
Hey, I'm the true reptile here, not you.
That's a 27 to hit.
That just barely does it, my dude.
Okay. That is 6 slashing damage.
Yep.
What would you like to do, Cedric?
So as he swipes, Cedrin tried to lift his shield and just didn't get it up quite in time, and it just kind of scratched across his shoulder and chest.
Mhm.
And he kind of takes a moment, kind of braces, heals magically. Then he lowers his shield and he looks this dragon right in the eye, and he's actually a little almost awe-inspired, thinking back to when he studied. And he says, is it Prince of Dark Flame? Or Shadow Flame?
Prince of Darkfire, Keeper of
Darkfire.
Shadow, Reaper of Light.
Prince
All those are good.
Reaper of Light.
Prince of Darkfire, right?
Yeah.
So Cedrin goes, Prince of Darkfire. I know your name. I know it well. And he claps his hands together and puts it on the ground. And he goes, I read about you. You ruled this land many, many years ago. And then as he lifts his hand up, all the metals and wood form together and form Red Dragon. And as Red Dragon's little head kind of comes up, it's actually in the shape of the Dark Fire Dragon in his former glory. And it's actually the inspiration Cedrin got for his creation, reading about how strong this dragon was. And he goes,
I love Cedrin's growth.
Your time is done now. This
Damn.
plane no longer belongs to you. We stand before you, the guardians of this forest, the guardians of this realm, Yato, Debo, and Cedrin. We are Cinder's hope, and I give you one last chance. You can either go back down into the shadows where you belong, or you can meet your end here by our light. And he puts his little hand out and goes, skadoosh. And I'm going to shoot my red dragon, opens his maw, and it's going to shoot his little flame at him.
Go for it. I'll roll a dex save.
Yeah.
And roll me a persuasion check with advantage.
I'm going to do my damage real quick.
Okay, yep. Do your damage. I'm going to roll my dex save. He failed.
12 fire damage. And then persuasion with advantage, you say?
Roll persuasion with advantage. That was a really good monologue.
Well, that's a natty 20, so.
Okay.
Hot
Wow.
damn.
Legendary action. No.
Actually,
Eat
yeah.
Cedrin.
Are you? Yeah. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, well, I'll probably take a step back, and I need my little red dragon icon when you have a moment.
I will. If you're gonna take a step back away from him, he will
Yeah.
take a swipe at you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. That's
would-
Don't do it. Stay in
an-
his face. Punch him.
it's an 18 to hit.
I would
I'm going to
say,
use my reaction and cast shield.
Hell
Okay.
yeah.
So hopefully that can also add a little bit of like, bing.
Bitch.
Dude, why do I not have your little token?
I don't know. Anything will work.
No, I'll go get him. I'll go get him.
Yeah,
Give me
yeah.
1 moment.
No, you
But-
good, bro?
You
Oh,
swipe and
don't
you
forget
see.
to roll concentration on haste, Mike.
Yes. Thank you.
Oh yeah, because
Just
you
need a
did get
10.
hit.
That's good. We're good.
And you do see realization when you say Cinder's Hope. He does not recognize any of your names. That absolutely glazes over his eyes. But you see that it locks into his mind the names, and he looks at each of you and he goes, Cedric. Yata's a half-orc name. And he goes, Debo is a dumb name.
I'm about to rain God on this man.
Do you know how many attacks I have right now?
And he looks and he goes, and he sizes you all up.
Debo tries to look bigger.
I'm trying to not be here. I'm trying to look as small as possible. I'm like, okay, just don't hit me.
And actually, Debo, it is your turn.
I'm swinging at this man as hard as I can.
So
Okay.
many attacks.
Reckless attack.
Go for it.
Get in there.
Did you get his 12 fire damage?
He took 6.
Oh, shit.
Does a 21 hit?
Mm,
What do you mean?
yep.
What do you mean?
Wait.
1d12. No problem.
No
He takes
problem.
31 on the first attack.
Okay, 31. He takes half that.
Bitch.
I rolled a natural 20 on the second one.
Oh
you
my god,
did.
you know what that means?
Divine
Fourth attack.
smite.
A
4
fourth
attacks.
4 attacks.
Oh yeah,
Boom.
divine smite. That's radiant damage.
Yep, paladin smite.
Rain. Let it rain.
I'm raining God on this man.
Do you believe in God?
We need a hero.
Holding out for a hero.
Yeah,
to the
give me all your attacks. What's the damage on this? Roll your next attack rolls to see
He's
if you hit.
gotta be strong and he's gotta be quick and he's gotta be larger than life.
Since that was a crit too, I'm gonna roll 2 more attacks.
Yep, roll 2 more attacks. Go for it.
Don't forget that your smite is doubled too.
Yep.
Yes. 23 on the third,
Yep.
Dude's cooking. I'm glad I gave
and then a
Debo haste.
19 on the
I'm glad
last one.
19 just misses.
Can I use Flash of Genius on that?
It works on attacks, right?
Actually, I
is it
have
a-
inspiration. Excuse me.
Oh, you be inspired, my brother.
Save it.
Yeah.
Say what?
Oh, save. it.
Save the Flash of Genius.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'll double check on the attack thing.
with
I'm
that,
not sure.
I got a 22. Rolled a 3.
Yep, that hits.
So all 4 hit. The third one is max damage first. So 34. That's without rolling. And
Mhm.
then is it max damage on the divine smite, or do I roll that? Paladin
Do we do
smite.
max damage plus the dice roll?
Max damage plus dice roll.
So it'll be 12 plus, or on the smite, it'll be 12 plus the dice.
Yeah, tell me the radiant damage.
It's 2d8.
Oh no, it'll be 16. You're right, it's d8s. Sorry.
So 16, and then I'm gonna roll the
Yep.
great axe attack first.
Go for it.
That's another 9, so another 31. And then I'm rolling my d8s now. Is it 4 or
So because it crit, you're gonna roll. So your radiant damage. Did you smite just once?
just once? I only crit
yeah.
once.
So just roll your 2d8s.
Okay. That's 10.
So it'll be 26 total radiant damage.
Okay.
Yeah, it's max die plus the die roll.
Okay, I didn't know how that worked with the spells, so added
Yeah, you're
on to
good.
it.
You're golden.
Oh, I have you have
Um,
done 31 damage, 31, 34, 26. Am I missing anything?
Repeat those.
26 radiant,
Okay.
31, 34, 26, 31, 34, 31.
That should be it.
there should be
That's
one
it.
more.
That's
Should
what
be
I
one?
thought.
Yeah,
There should be
you're,
one more.
yeah, you have haste,
So
my
that
dude.
was 3 attacks and the smite. So there should be one more.
Yeah, you got haste, dude.
Okay.
Because you use your 2 attacks, your
You're
bonus,
right,
your
you're
bonus
right.
action attack, and then you have your haste attack.
I'm sorry.
He's so fast.
4 attacks. 4 attacks.
Dude,
4
giving
attacks.
haste to a barbarian is so much fun.
It's so much fun.
Okay, last one is not very good. It's a 25
Okay.
Damage or to hit?
damage.
Oh, I was like, to hit? That's fine.
You're good. Don't gotta flex like that.
Yeah, that's bad. It's only 25 to hit.
So
What?
you did the total damage the dragon took after me doing halves and not halves and math is 86.5 points of damage.
Round that up
0.5?
to 87, please.
87.
Round that up,
Oh.
you said.
Pardon me, sir. Can you round that shit?
So
So had Debo hit Yato or me with that, I think we'd be dead.
yeah,
What was it?
absolutely.
87?
Yeah.
87.
I would
Half.
be alive barely.
That's halved.
I would be dead.
That's the half. So you would have died because you would have taken full. Dragon did not take full. The dragon, upon taking this, the swift strikes. You've never moved this fast. It seems the world Debo, it doesn't necessarily seem that you're moving fast, but the world is moving more slowly. Everything looks sluggish to you. You know, you can see all the intricate hand movements that Cedron's making when he's summoned his construct. You can see every time the scales ripple in the wind on this dragon, and every time the tendrils flail, you can hear Yato and see, you know, just his hair move slowly. Everything appears much slower to you, and you're striking like normal, but to everyone else's vision, you are moving as if your weapon weighs nothing, and it's cleaving into the dragon and cutting straight through and coming back out.
Can I add some flavor?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I want to picture it like Debo's flowing like water because of his because of lung. So he's just swift with these waves, man.
Smooth.
Looking like a
I
demon
am-
slayer.
Debo, the champion of lung. You remember that name, the lizard bitch.
Okay, roll persuasion check.
Debo is great at these.
With
Not-
advantage.
Okay, that's better. Okay, I got an 18.
Okay. You see another realization hit his click with him. And at the end of your turn, he is going to you see him basically he's gonna swipe at you. He's just gonna swipe at you. He's like, stop hitting me. Stop hitting. Stop
He's
it.
like, please, for the love of God, stop.
That's another 18.
That misses.
Yep.
Because of
Um,
Michael's hope.
Yep.
Cedron, baby, haste.
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
And now it's the dragon's turn.
Wait, what?
Mhm.
Um,
Um, the dragon looks at you, Debo, as you've made all these strikes, and he goes,
I'm sweating a little bit.
Cinder's hope, the mountain fellers. those that brought the mountain down, smaller than I ever expected, more haphazard and childish than I could have ever imagined. But Debo, Lord of Water, the breath of Lung, that is a worthy challenger of the Prince of Darkfire. And he goes, you hit with the might of Lung at his peak. But can you endure the onslaught that Lung endured at his peak?
Go.
When my grandfather
Wait.
Slemma struck him down and left him on a floating island to be forgotten, left to rot, hoping his champions would come to save him. And as he says this, his breath pooling out in deep smoke starts to pool around your feet, and he goes to swipe at you with both claws and bite down on your shell. All right, first claw. That's a 29 to hit.
Oh
Jeez.
God, yeah.
Second claw is a 20 to hit,
Yep.
and then the bite.
This is gonna hurt a lot.
The bite is a 26 to hit.
Those sound like physical attacks, Debo. You're good.
Yeah.
So the bite you take. I gotta roll this. 2d10. You take 21 piercing damage, and
Is that halved?
no, you can half it. It's 10 piercing
Good, I'm
damage
glad
and
you round down.
and 1 necrotic damage. The claws, I don't understand what that thing is doing. Is you take 17 slashing damage on the first claw, and then that's not half, and 10 slashing damage on the second claw. So 8 and we'll say 8 and 5, 13 points of slashing damage from the claws as they dig into you, and you see that he is just full on. You see that these claws, they dig in and scrape and are leaving marks that are not fading with your healing. What's the total? I say marks, they're leaving scars. It's not doing any damage, residual damage to you. You're not having open wounds or anything like that, but you see that the shadows cling to you. So with that, Yato, what would you like to do?
Okay. Okay, so seeing, I'm honestly not 1,000,000% sure. Okay, so what I think I want to do.
Kaiju fight.
Oh, that's not a bad idea, honestly. If I look at Debo, how do I think his health is doing?
I'm above bloody by about 10.
Okay. Because yeah, we could have a kaiju fight, or I could be the kaiju. Okay, I think what we're gonna do is I am going to drop concentration on Call Lightning. in favor of. Oh, wait a second. Never mind. I am not going to drop concentration because this one isn't concentration. Okay. Yeah, this is fine. I'm gonna go ahead and cast the 3rd level spell, Daylight. And so the back of my hand is going to start to glow really brightly, a red hot light. And I'm going to kind of thrust it upward, and through the clouds that I have summoned for my lightning storm is going to pierce through a bright, bright sun. And the any shadows, any gloom is just going to fade away. It's just going to be bathed in golden sunlight.
Okay. So you're casting like sunlight,
Yeah, so this is daylight.
daylight. Perfect.
Yeah,
You
and this.
yeah.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead. If you're putting more flavor on it, put more flavor.
No. Please go ahead.
No. So as you do this, the light breaks through the night, and as it descends down, you see the light falling on the dragon, and those shadows that were keeping it protected from all other damage types fades away, gone. Even the light that was cusping around at Debo's feet is disappearing. You see now that it is just the black scales of this dragon. You can see his war wounds now. You can see how gnarled and broken this dragon is from the eons of existence. His toes curled and mangled. His tail has been cut off multiple times with gouges and divots throughout his body from taking bites and maws of other creatures of the Underdark. But yet he still stands, battered but not broken, but vulnerable in the light.
Okay, perfect. With that, seeing the shadows that once held him together, seem to kind of dissipate off of him. I'm going to use my bonus action, and I'm going to wild shape into a giant scorpion.
Hell yeah.
Kaiju fight. Kaiju fight. Kaiju fight.
Give me like
And-
2 seconds. You keep
No, you're
keep
totally
role
fine.
playing. I'm gonna
Yeah.
get this.
So
scorpion.
I'll kind of I'll summon the daylight, and it is non-concentration. So the clouds are still kind of swirling around with the lightning kind of crackling within them, but it
Mhm.
is an action to call down the lightning. And so I'm gonna kind of I'll kind of back up and kind of go down to all fours as I kind of like stalk backward, and then a second set of eyeballs, then a third, then a fourth, and my jaw will split into like little mandibles, and my hands will as I kind of shift into a scorpion form, and I will transform into a large beast.
All right, you have control of your large beast, this scorpion that you have taken the shape of. I'll make him a little bit bigger. Boop.
Thank you.
There you go. That's a good
Thank you.
size.
Do you mind giving me control of my little thing too?
I totally forgot to do that. You're welcome.
Thanks, man.
Got you.
Thanks, man.
Yep. You got control. You got control.
Yeah, buddy.
So is that your turn?
That is going to be it for me.
So, at the end of your turn, he is going to use all 3 of his legendary actions. Legendary reactions to charge up and do his breath attack on Debo.
Oh no, do it on me.
Dex save, Debo, as he
Does he have any kind of like disadvantage or anything from the sunlight?
Not with breath attack, because it's
Okay.
a save.
Totally fine.
It's if it regular attacks, he'll be a disadvantage to hit with his claws and
Totally
bite.
fine. Just
Yep.
curious.
Nope,
Dirty
I'm
20.
just dirty 20. You succeed on the save.
Hell yeah.
I need to pull my calculator back out though. How's the dragon looking though?
Dragon looks good.
Damn.
He's been through a lot of shit.
4 attacks.
You take 28 points of damage. That is the half. 28 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
And you see as he breathes this in, and it still sucks in a lot of the light, but it can't break the daylight this time. It still breathes out with as much force as he possibly can, covering you in this necrotic shroud that slowly dissipates and is ebbed away by the light. And you find that when he does this and that light fills him up and he does it, glows for just a moment, you can still see the remnants of a few of his old red scales still there. As we were,
I have an idea,
Cedrin.
guys.
Do what?
I have an idea.
So now seeing that it's kind of seems to be not quite as powerful, Cedrin taking advantage of the daylight, he's going to go 5. Oop, get out of the way. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Still trying to stay out of range. And this guy's going to stay right here. And Cedrin is going to clap his hands again. And he is going to cast the tried and true, wonderful Thunder Wave at level 2.
I can respect that.
And Cedrin is going to clap it and go boom. And it's going to be very loud.
Where are you putting that thunder wave?
Bro, I'm putting it. Oh, yeah, I've got tools now.
It's a 15-foot cube, and everyone in the cube has to make a save.
I thought it was it is a
It's cube.
It is a cube.
It's originating from you.
So sweeps out from you. It does come from me. You're right. What was I thinking of? That was a cone.
Might be Shatter.
Probably shatter.
Yeah, I
Shatter
think I
might
was
be.
thinking of Shatter, but no, I'm gonna do Thunder Wave. That's still what I want to do. So I'm actually, instead of going here, oh god, 30. I'm actually gonna go closer to him. And Citron's gonna be a little brave and get right close to him. And he's basically trying to push him back into the crevasse from whence he came.
No, don't push him in.
Push him in.
He's trying to send him back because Cedrin has a soft spot for this dragon, unfortunately.
No.
Debo does not.
That's fine. So he needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Interesting. Okay. He'll do that.
Yep.
That's a 22.
Damn. He needed a 19 to fail, so he takes half damage. And I think that's it. Yeah, half damage. Get out of here. Cool. So it was 7 points of thunder damage.
Mm-hmm.
That's the half, and then whatever other halves he takes. And then I'm going to skadoosh him with 5, 10 with my babiest of boys. And so he needs to make a dex saving throw.
Okay. That's a 21.
He succeeded, so he will take 9 points of fire damage.
Baller.
And that's all she wrote.
All right. He has no more legendary reactions, so Debo.
He's looking a little
yeah,
gassed right now. You know what I'm saying?
I'm looking at him dead in the eyes. And I go, you don't know, Debo. You know nothing of my God. And I, right up in his face, I'm going to tell him.
And I forgot you could do that.
So essentially, I'm right in his face, and I want to swing at his eye.
Okay. This will be a slightly higher AC because it's
That's fine.
specific.
Don't want to brag, but a 24.
Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. You hit his eyeball.
Got him.
Let's
Didn't
see.
see that coming.
All right. Not as good damage. 26.
26 damage.
Yeah,
That's the first attack.
that's the
That
first
is
one.
4 attacks. 4 attacks.
attacks.
I'm going to roll again.
Okay.
I don't want to brag at 25 this time.
25 to hit.
Dude,
Yeah.
our
4
barbarian
attacks. 4
He's cooking.
attacks.
Can I say
Keep
I go for the
going.
other eye?
The other eye.
No, you have to make that call before you roll.
That's fine.
That's
I hit
fair.
the same eye.
The same the same eye.
Okay, this one is 33 points of damage.
Okay.
Write that down, Jim.
I am. I have it.
I'm going
Got
for
it.
the other eye.
Okay.
How's 27 look?
That hits. That hits.
Jeez.
You know what? Let's add some flavor. Paladin smite his ass.
Okay.
So let's add another 2d8 on that, okay?
Debo, ask him to watch this.
Dedrin said this watch.
Oh, so close.
Let's just say max damage on the swing.
Which is what, 34?
That's a good question. Yeah,
What's
34.
your max damage?
34. Here comes the 2d8. That sucked. 5.
It's 5 more than it was.
And then one more swing. No, I think that's it.
No, that's
No,
it.
you get 3 normally. You got 4 last time because you crit.
Yeah, that's right.
Why'd you crit?
I got close. I got a 19.
Doesn't sound like a crit.
So let's
He's blind.
play these out. You cleave into his eye. Your
Twice.
first swing. Your first swing, cleave right into his eye. He closes his eyelid, and you can see you cut into it deep, causing him to wriggle out and then blocked by the sunlight as he's trying to free himself from that. You go and cleave again straight into his cheek, and you knock out one of his old large teeth, and it falls down to the ground, slamming itself in there. And then as it does that, it rears its head, and as it goes to look you with its one good eye, you're already mid-swing in great haste and slice down into it. And as you do with this one, and you hit it, and the divine smite of lung courses through your strike, and the light beams out of it, and you see that you basically torch his eyeball, and as you do, it sticks to your axe and you rip out the dragon's eye. As you do, he lets out the loudest roar. I want all of you to make Constitution saving throws as this roar is emitted that could shatter landscapes. It moves the trees with its blast.
What are we making?
Con save.
Ooh,
Cedric got 25.
I got a
Hey.
24.
Hey.
19.
All right,
Come
you all
on,
save.
Nato,
You all
my
save.
guy.
Your ears rattle, ringing from the roar of this dragon. And but none of you go deaf. And yeah, you have an eyeball on your axe now,
And a tooth. Oh,
and the tooth is on the ground. Is that your turn, Debo?
Yeah, and I say, I didn't know I was that funny. Oh,
good heavens!
Oh, he actually, he's just going to freaking dive back down into the Underdark. And you all can take your attacks of opportunity. He's literally just falling in there. He's using like 10 feet of movement. He's just dropping down in there.
you're goddamn right. I'm taking this opportunity. Shit, man.
can I cast a spell?
No.
Do you have Warcaster?
I do.
Yeah, if you have Warcaster, you can cast a spell that has a range of touch as a reaction.
A range of touch.
Yeah.
Touch.
You did get close. You did get close.
What spell were you wanting to cast?
I wanted to use catapult, but I wanted to catapult his tooth at him.
Nah,
No.
you can't.
No, it has to be touch.
Yeah.
So if you have like
Yeah.
Shocking
thunder,
grasp.
like
like shocking
grasp.
grasp or something like that.
Gotcha. Let's see. What does Daddy have? I mean,
If
thunder.
y'all don't mind, I'm gonna just roll real quick.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
22 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
That sucks. 23. Minimum damage.
It's not too bad. I would like to make I'm gonna make a claw attack.
Okay.
Guess what, James? Guess what I can do? I nat 20'd.
Oh no.
Oh, guess what?
Grapple the dragon.
I'm gonna grapple his ass. Oh, you just had to give me one.
It's a contest of strength, right?
Nope. He's gonna go. Okay, so it was a nat 20, so he's gonna take 10 damage. And as he turns and runs, I'm gonna go, yeah, and I'm gonna grab his wing, and I'm gonna hold on, and then there's an escape DC. That is it a strength? I'm sure it's a strength. But it's not a contest to see if I hold it. It's on his turn he can try to escape.
His turn just ended.
Yep.
His turn did not end yet. His turn's not over.
He took his movement.
He took movement. But
Did he take his action? Didn't he try to attack?
No, he did not. He
just
never
moved.
tried to attack. You just got him stuck here, so he gets to attack you. So,
Hey, you still got silvery barbs?
so he will use his action to get out of your DC.
It's a strength check.
Nah,
The DC is really high. I'm not sure if you
Nah,
can do it. You probably
one.
shouldn't even try.
Nah,
You should probably just leave it.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I don't.
I haven't pulled
can't-
up.
I can't read that, but You should probably just not try.
It's probably not even worth your time. I wouldn't even
It's
roll the
probably not
dice.
even worth your time. Don't even bother rolling. There's
Yeah.
no way you can roll this high. It's a DC 12.
What are our odds, Jim? I'm a gambling man.
Is this plus 12?
Hey, a natty one's an auto fail though.
Oh my god.
Does he
feel
have
like that's only skill
disadvantage? He's
checks.
blind.
And he's in the sunlight. remember, he is having his wing held in the sunlight.
In the sunlight, Jim.
Remember,
This is like that image. This is like that image of the crab with its claw on the
Dude, this is
crocodile's
the mud
mouth.
crab.
exactly.
Dragonborn. This is like the little mud crab in Skyrim fighting.
Yeah, exactly. I gotcha.
God, that's so funny.
I'll be honest. I thought he took his action.
No, he did not.
Gotcha, bitch. And then he just turns and he's like, "Let go of me." I'm like, "Oh
Quit."
shit." Don't even bother. There's no way you're getting out of this.
I'm reading grapple.
So because it's an escape DC, it's not it's like a different kind of grapple.
No, I know that. I was reading
Oh, also,
looking at
I
grapple.
read all of this finish out, but my Warcaster feat is it's a casting time of one action that targets only that creature.
Oh, so you probably can do catapult. It's a dex save.
But I'll let
Does
this. I need to see if the dragon's still being held on to. I wanna see if this happens.
I'm doing my damnedest. James, as soon as you said, "All right, you guys can like do your attack of opportunity or whatever," I was like,
I'm on it.
"Don't mind if I do."
Okay, yeah, it does not make his movement 0, so he can just move once he gets out.
What? Yeah, it does. Oh no!
Oh, no.
That's
no.
restrained.
Is that restrained?
That's restrained. Grapple doesn't do that.
Oh, no.
I'm not so sure about that. I think here's
No,
what
I
I
read
think.
it.
I
I
think-
read it.
Jim, he's in daylight though.
And
But
blind.
remember, there's a lot of daylight. I can't read that. James, I can't read that. Even
Hey,
if
Connor
I
can't
could-
read at all.
Yeah,
I can't read. I'm a scorpion. Hiya! Get too close and I'll get you.
I'll get you.
What I love about this is it specifies the scorpion has 2 claws, each of which can grapple only one target. I'm
yes.
like, so you're saying there's 2? Yeah.
What'd you roll for your damage, by the way?
It was 10. I rolled
Oh,
a crit.
okay.
So I added the 2 that I rolled to the 8 maximum.
Sounds like
Okay.
double digits to me.
Oh wait, no, it's 12 because I add 2 to it. Sorry, I apologize.
It's
I
12?
missed the plus
that
2.
killed him. It's over.
Oh my god, is he dead?
No.
Hang on, I'm gonna catapult his ass.
Wait,
I
James,
love you
he's in
get out of it.
sunlight.
Yeah, go ahead and catapult him.
James, you keep
Um,
forgetting that he's in sunlight.
How-
I've not forgotten.
How heavy is that tooth?
How heavy is the dragon?
What's the weight that you can fling?
At level 1, 5 pounds.
How heavy
yeah.
is the dragon?
The dragon's gargantuan.
So like what? 8
So
pounds?
am I.
Go for it.
All
I
right,
like
well,
the
just
flavor.
yeah,
like
just
I'm
in
not
case,
on.
we'll do 3rd level catapult, and we're just gonna yeet this fucker at the speed of sound.
Okay.
Ow! Fuck! Are you aiming for his eye?
It's a dex save.
Oh yeah,
So-
he got an 8.
Well, it was close. Not gonna lie, but he needed a 19. Damn, that was really weak.
On his strength save to get out, he got like
A 1? That's crazy.
11.
17. I rolled low.
A one, that's
Uh,
crazy.
That escapes.
Hang on.
Flash of genius.
I don't think it goes that way.
No.
Flash of
Uh,
Genius only helps our,
I
our,
don't-
our side.
Yeah, I can't silvery barbs while I'm in animal form.
You also
Um,
just used your reaction.
Yeah, you're right. Good call.
Yeah.
Good call.
Good call.
But he's in daylight. So what do you think? What do you think that does to that 17? Do you think that drops it by like 6?
Maybe 10.
He's in the rift.
He
He
also
makes
took,
it
All
in.
right, yeah.
he took 14 tooth damage.
Plus
It
14.
hit him in his other eye. He's blind. Fuck it.
313.
Can I at least like rip his wing?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Okay,
That's
okay.
what I was going to say. I was going to roll play it out. So as he's going, he takes the axe from Debo, cleaves into him, carving some scales out of the dragon. As it does so, you see the scorpion for a moment causes the dragon to stop moving, grabs him by the wing, and he goes, and he looks back at you and just yanks his wing out, and
What you
with
picking
it
up, buddy?
tears just a huge line into the wing and cuts the tip off of it. As that happens, Cedrin, you fling his tooth into him, and he's just like, guys. And he looks back at Cedrin, and he just shakes his head, and he was like,
Cedric's
That
going to
was-
stand tall, and he's going to go, your dynasty was over long ago. Go back to the Underdark
I'm
and stay there.
trying.
And stay there.
No.
Debo is still on the head.
Like, that was just petty. That was unnecessary.
I told you.
I
I told you to stay in there. I told you to stay.
No, you didn't. You said you were gonna beam me.
If you
literally
came up,
threatened my life.
Because you threatened us.
I did not threaten you. I said I was hungry.
No, you came
Oh
up
my
to eat
God.
us in a very threatening manner. I warned you. It was a fair warning.
You sound
Can I
like you're
help
gaslighting.
Cedrin with his
He's
intimidation check?
gone.
Whenever Cedrin is like rolling his intimidation, I want to make like a scorpion.
As he's going down, and there, in all seriousness, he does turn back and he goes, Debo, Lung chose well.
I'm still on the head.
You're
Debo's
down
like,
in the
"Yeah!"
Underdark with him?
Is he all the way down?
He's all the way down. He just jumped down there.
Oh,
So you're
no.
in the Underdark
No.
with him, and your friends are 80 feet above you.
I was gonna say when he was falling, I was gonna vamp out,
Oh, okay.
Oh,
but
okay.
I want to do something for a little story's sake.
Nope, that's all good. I was just like, we can do an Underdark adventure. It's like, and he goes, Debo, Lung chose well. Cedric, may you fell many more mountains. And then he just disappears into shadow.
What about me? I'm standing there still in scorpion form, holding like some raggedy like dragon wing, and I'm like, and once I feel like he is actually gone, I'll go ahead and morph back into myself. I'll drop my wild shape, and
Yep.
I'm like, and I'll kind of like stand there for a second. Wait, he forgot about me. Hey! You forgot about me.
Yato, you really don't want a dragon remembering you. It's probably best. This is for the best.
I want him to remember me because I got him. Got him from. Yeah. Just want
I mean, you did get the hags, and you also got the elementals that took down your village, and you also beat Kess's ass. I think you got some big W's underneath you. I don't think you need an old decrepit dragon. I don't think you need that. You're better than that.
I just like whenever you guys get recognized, I like being a part of it too. And I would like while we're talking about W's, I would like to give major props to the eye gouger over here. That was kick
Yes,
ass.
yes.
And so
Debo,
big round of
Debo.
applause. Well done, well done. And then
The little red
Cedrin,
dragon construct also does a little.
yeah. And Cedrin, I would like to give major props to your design work. The Red Dragon inspired Dark Dragon is very cool.
Thank you, Yato.
That's very cool. And I liked how you were like face to face with a Shadow Dragon, and you were like, "Hey, eat my ass," and you just stuck to your guns the whole time. I was very impressed.
Yeah, looking back, that was actually very reckless. Please stop me from doing that ever again. I think I was still a little riled up from the chiefs not talking down, just reprimanding us a little bit. So I think the prince of Dankfire down there probably got the worst end of it. But yeah. Also, do you guys know who that was? That is like that thing's a legend. Like it was banished down there many years ago. Like when I say many years ago, I mean like eons, thousands of years ago. We basically met not a god, but like as far as dragons are concerned, that was like one of their big ancestors. Like,
well, he fought like a punk bitch and got schooled by 3 bitches in a yard. Also, I solemnly swear that I will never stop you from being a badass ever. So, sorry, I cannot make any promises that I cannot keep.
Debo is still enraged and he's looking over the cliff going, "Bring me my god!"
Debo, you're the greatest warrior I've ever seen. To talk about a one mortal army, a one man army. You are just incredible. I hope I can be like you one day, just as strong, because that was very cool. And then Cedrin's gonna break concentration on like haste that's on him, and all like the twigs and stuff just kind of like fall off of him.
And Debo, you will go into catharsis
Yeah,
because it
Yeah.
like stuns you for like a minute.
yeah.
I'm gonna. I'll kind of go. I'd like to. Well, he's kind of refreezing or thawing out a bit. I'd like to look at the dragon eye and the wing slice that I got, and try and maybe evaluate if either of these could be used for like making anything.
Cedrin would also like to help with that.
Yeah, we could use the two. Never
No,
mind.
you can't talk. I'm sorry. You're like completely. You're like, oh,
Crap!
What do you?
Crap!
What is something you'd like to make out of it?
Well, a dragon eye, I figure, is probably pretty valuable for like potions or something. So like maybe that could go and like be a pretty potent ingredient for like, maybe a powerful spell like eye bite or true sight or something like that. Um, the the piece of wing from a shadow dragon, maybe that could be fashioned into like some kind of like cloak or something. Maybe it's like has protective qualities that could like help out with resistances, or maybe it's
Could help
helps
with
out
like,
with like
stealth checks in the dark.
yeah, like
maybe.
stealth or darkness or something.
Why don't you guys talk to Shea next session about what to do with those components?
Cool.
Because she's very wise and messes with a lot of stuff. Clock's also a good one to talk to about construction, but those two may have ideas for you next session.
Cedrin's also pretty good at that stuff. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I just off the top of my head, I don't want to tell you something it could be whenever we could do something better.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying that I
totally
think the
fine.
character would like to participate in it.
Oh no, absolutely. I'm just saying.
Yeah. All right. Well. Fought a dragon tonight. So that's put that down in the books. Cedric's gonna look at the sky and see if the rift is still there. And when he sees it, he goes, "Yep, that's still a problem." All right. I guess we need to go back to the orc village and see if the chief's maybe done chatting with whoever those old folks were.
Okay. You guys want to do anything else?
Be unfrozen.
Yeah, it only lasts a
I'll
minute.
start to like tip Debo over and like drag him a bit, and then just be like, "No, we'll just wait." And
See if you
just
throw
wait.
your back out.
Say, yeah. I'm like, "Oh no, we'll wait. That's too big. And like while he's frozen, I'll talk to him and like maybe pat his head a bit and just be like, "Hey, you did 4 attacks in a round. That was crazy. That was insane." And just kind of like pep him up a bit.
You were so fast.
Oh, I'll grow a bush of good berries and kind of push them in his mouth.
It's the best thing he's ever had.
Yeah. So Debo, you can heal for oh god, how many is it?
Yato, did you get whacked at all?
Nope.
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 Nope. You can heal for 10 hit points.
And you can also add 17 more to that. I'll cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level on you as well.
Oh, now I feel like I'm being outdone. You can heal for 10 more. I'll just keep on shoving them in.
And then I will. Yeah, that should be okay. I'll cast a 1st level on myself. How about that?
And then I'll keep shoving them in your mouth. No, I'm just kidding.
As you guys are doing this, you hear the fluttering of wings again, and your boy's back, and you hear Fenwick, and he's like, "Now that is gonna make a great story." And you see him writing stuff down again. "You still got my card?" He goes, "You come by my distillery anytime." He goes, "You guys, immaculate. Keep doing what you do. Love you all." And he disappears again, turns invisible.
Debo's hand starts to move, and he just
What's the fairy's name again?
Fenwick.
Fenwick.
That's right. Sorry.
I take it Debo's up by now.
Oh yeah, it only lasts a minute.
I'm gonna go get a glass of orange juice. I need something to drink real quick. My throat, doing the dragon voice kind of messed with my throat.
Yeah, dude.
You did a good job.
I was really trying
I'm
to
also
kill
gonna
them.
go get a drink.
See, my plan was when the dragon was falling, I wanted to whisper in its ear and be like, "Where is my god?
Where is he?" The Batman, like, "Where is he?"
I'm right here."
Yeah, that was pretty sick. Doing locking in 4 attacks in a round, I was like, please get a crit. Please get a crit. Please get a crit. I was like, do it. 4 attacks.
I smited that bitch.
Oh, yeah. That was perfect.
That was a fun combat,
That,
honestly.
that was
I was
super
sick.
fun.
I was going for the kill gem.
Dude,
Yeah.
yeah. Dude, I
Especially-
tried.
When
That
he
thing
brought
had,
up
like-
lung, I was like,
That's a character that we call a plot development character.
Yep.
Yep.
That's a. I mean, you could have killed him, but he had like 1,500 hit points.
We were doing some work.
Yeah. We were
I
doing
mean,
God's work.
by we, I mean Debo. But
Debo was doing God's work.
look,
Debo was doing literally
the
God's
chances
work.
of him hitting us after going blind was slim.
Yeah, I think a lot of dragons have blind sight.
Mm-hmm.
That's just me.
He
Andy
also
lives
lived in the
Underdark.
dark. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But-
he does have blind sight.
Yeah, but you know what? He saw
it-
himself out.
Here's the thing. He does now. It does limit his vision from 120 feet to 30, though.
And theoretically, I could just turn into a Quetzalcoatlus and then I'll never lose. Because I could just like do a swoop attack and eventually
Never lose.
I'll get him. Like 8 damage at a time.
Dude,
1,
the daylight
2.
was clutch.
I wasn't sure if that was like the right move or not because like I was going back and forth on like because I can upcast a lot of good concentration stuff because I was like, okay, I can summon elementals, I can Wrath of Nature, I can I can call lightning, I can do so many things that I was like, I don't know what the big move should be, and I was like, Moonbeam is radiant damage, and I feel like that should work pretty well on a Shadow Dragon, but it's a con save, so he's gonna make the save for sure,
Mm-hmm.
but it'll probably do full damage. So but I was like, or there's Call Lightning, which is basically the exact same level of power. It's 1 more D10 because
Mhm.
we're outdoors, but it's a dex save. So it doesn't really matter. Like it's one or the other because it's from Call Lightning, but it's 1 more D10, or he does full damage, but he makes the save.
Yeah.
I was glad you did daylight. I was hoping you would. I just like with your role, I didn't want to. I was trying to be fair with the information I divvied
that's
out
totally
with
fine.
your guys' role. But honestly, the whole reason he even left and had enough respect was you guys rolled really well on persuasion. You guys are very confident, which a dragon has a certain amount of respect for.
Yeah.
So like arrogance goes a much longer way to dragons. Like I hate to say it, like dragons are arrogant. All
Yeah.
of them, good and evil dragons are arrogant. They're not humble, and even the way they communicate, that's something that is almost builds more rapport if you have confidence in yourself. If you the stuff that doesn't have confidence in themselves, they just call food.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. That was well said.
And the thing is that like he's heard of you as the ones that fell mountains, and
Interesting.
and like he knew Debo and Lung, and like he was just putting out his feelers, you know.
Yeah.
And then but the daylight was cool, but having you guys do like a history check on this character to give you some lore and a nature check to kind of like what might be the best move, I think was fun.
Yeah. I hope he didn't mind just some of the flavor with Cedrin and making his construct after this dragon.
Dude, I like it. I loved
Yeah,
it.
that was sick.
I love all that
Oh.
stuff. I thought it was great. Like I said, all that stuff really played to the strengths of this combat because this was much more of a narrative combat. Like a lot of this stuff has been very narrative focused. Like,
Yeah. I just like, I don't know, like in the moment, I steal a lot of that from that Outbreak Undead tabletop game.
Mhm.
They're a lot more loose with what characters are allowed to see and hear in the world.
mhm.
And so I like to implement a little bit of that.
Well, also I
Jim's
told you
also
your
very
character knows.
flexible.
Yeah, we've been playing this game for a while, and like for the most part, I let you guys add whatever flavor you want.
Yeah.
And like, And especially if you pass the check, that it's like, oh, your character does know this. I'm like, yeah, go for it. Like
Mhm.
that doesn't bother me. I'm like, now if your character has no idea who he is, like he failed the check, and then you were like, I made my dragon after this, I'll be like, bro, you failed the check.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, or it wouldn't have the same like the desired
Mhm.
impact kind of thing.
Well, that's
Yeah.
what it was. Is when I made the history check, I was like, oh, this would be cool to like he studied this dragon, he knows who he is.
Yep.
So it like inspired him. Yeah, because had
It
I
was-
failed, I would have been like, I don't
Damn,
know.
that's crazy.
That's crazy, dude. Look at my dragon.
Yeah. I got a dragon too. Bitch.
But yeah, you guys go back.
Yep.
And we're ready to continue.
I'm ready.
Guys, side note here. I kind of wanted the kaiju fight to happen. I'm not gonna lie.
I did too.
Yeah.
Dude, had the kaiju fight happen, I would have dropped haste and cast enlarge on you.
I was gonna say yes, that and haste.
I can't have both. They're both concentration, unfortunately. But
This
had
is when we need a fourth member.
had the kaiju fight happen, I was like, Tebow, get in there.
Debo with your time. Yeah. So whenever you say kaiju fight, are you like referencing like me polymorphing you?
Yeah, to the
Okay.
T-Rex again.
Cool. Just making sure, so I know what you talk about.
From Debo to Tebow.
From Debo to Tebow.
All right, Jim, please continue.
All right. You guys get back and you rest throughout the night. Connor, make me a religion check.
Religion, you say? Mind you, I'm not great at these. I have a -1. This dice has been hot tonight, though.
It has been hot tonight.
Okay, well, we're back to the 0.
As you do.
Let me switch dice.
Hang on, let me cook.
And
Yeah,
you
that's
guys
better.
awake to hearing a hand rasping on the door to the hut you all are sleeping in. And you hear Adoeda's voice call for you guys to come out.
Do we long rest?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
So it's been one long rest.
One long rest. Love to see it.
As you guys come out and you see Adoeda, he beckons you over to the fire pit in the center of the village. And as you see him, you see he looks very haggard. There's wariness in every crease on his face. His eyes are sunken and dark, and his skin looks paler than it did before. You can tell he's running on little sleep and has been restless. He's concerned for the area, and he looks at you all as he has woken you up quite early, before the rest of the village has really began to stir. And he looks at you all and offers you some breakfast. And he goes, "How did you all sleep?"
Cedrin doesn't trust himself to talk. He just takes a sip of his coffee, just like looking down.
Let me tell you, I slept great. Like a rock, no dreams, just sleep.
The
That's
words of the chief ringing in Cedrin's ears of not going to do anything reckless are like ringing through his ears. And he's like, I just went and fought an ancient shadow dragon. But it's fine. We're fine.
Nothing major happened. We just had a long day, got some good sleep. We're ready to hit the next day.
Roll deception. I was gonna let it slide because I'm like, I bet you did sleep really well after combat, after haste.
Yeah.
I did. I got a 14.
Add 5.
Nice.
A little bit more.
Because them druids are insightful bitches.
I got a nat 20
Shit!
on insight, and he looks at you and he goes,
Shit.
Debo, I don't know if you've noticed, but you bear a permanent scar from a shadow dragon across your chest.
He has like a mouthful of food. This is no big deal.
There's literally a giant scar that has indented itself in you, and it will not heal. It's a permanent wound
This
that
right
will
here.
never go away.
This is no big deal. This is every other week.
And he goes, okay.
This food's really good.
He looks at all of you and he goes,
Cedric's not making eye contact.
Cedric, tell him about the
It's like
tiny
this.
dragon you made.
you all are a formidable force, to say the least. And after talking with the council, for how ordered and the opposition is, the angels, the elementals, they're very organized, and we don't know what they want. But they swooped in quickly and took a lot, with little resistance, as it came so unaware. But the council right now, our concern is not even the angels and the elementals. We are concerned with that rift in the sky, with that brokenness that we have sensed the shift in arcana since the coming of the angels. We have sensed a shift in the environment. We have not known what it was, nor have we had time to counsel to figure out what it is. Tonight was our first time in a while. Since the beginning of this war, we have gotten to meet to actually take in what is going on in the material world. And as far as we can tell from studying it in 6 days, that is going to unleash a solar flare that will torch this forest to ash if we do not protect it. And it will torch everything in it to ash. So we need to build a spell bigger than any that's been done before, a dome of protection over the forest. But to do that, we need components, and we need large amounts of components. But the only place we know that stores the components that we need is
The Feywild.
You see
lies.
Yato kind of crossing his fingers and like closing his eyes, and he like if you Cedric, you can read lips. You read his lips, and he's like chanting, "Trudy, Trudy, 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 Trudy."
He's like, the supplies are in Castle Verdus. And Castle Verdus lies within the city of why am I missing it?
Brass.
No, absolutely not. Girton. Lies at the city of Girton.
Do we recognize
And
these names?
you've heard of Girton. It's a pretty well-known city, but the Castle Verdus, no one would ever really would talk about, like, unless you just know it. Like, it's just there. Like, it's an old castle, but it's nothing noteworthy. And he's like, we know from some of the other council members that basically rested and resided within Girton. They had the supplies in Castle Verdus under safekeeping to keep a nice stash of the sheer volume of supplies. For we know we need 10 pounds of sulfur, 2 liters of Umber Hulk blood, 100 gold piece silver of a silver rod worth 100 gold pieces, and then a crate of mistletoe harvested with a golden sickle under a full moon's light. The mistletoe I can go get that we have stored, but it's not actively in this area as we have been on the move for so long. The rest of it, we could only think to send you three. You three are not known in Girton. If there's anyone there that may recognize you, there should not be. The enemy should not recognize you at this point. For there were so many prisoners that just hearing of prisoners breaking out of a prison could have been any three, unless you actively give them your names. So, you guys have the skill and to do this if you so wish to take this to help us with this project. If not, I will have to send some half orcs to hopefully try and get the supplies instead. But I'm hoping to take those half orcs with me to go get our own supplies to protect the grove. But it's a 3-day journey there and a 3-day journey back. And we have 6 days till the solar flare goes.
Well,
So you'll have
that's
to be swift.
Is there not a? Oh, go ahead, Debo.
Debo.
my name's Debo. That's 3 days walking, correct?
3 days at a normal pace, not necessarily walking.
Well, my best friend Yato here has birds. We can cut that in half, probably.
Potentially.
I will do my best to reduce our
I don't
travel
like
time.
that optimism. All right, I would like some positive reinforcement. Debo starts sweating. He's really stressed right now. He's like, "This food's really good, but this is a serious situation."
The only thing that I would caution with Girton is that obviously the only reason it was ever abandoned is because of the angels. And if you want to go toe to toe with angels in the air, as they probably keep lock on the sky, that's your own call.
Oh, this is a celestial abandoned city.
Yeah, why else? Yeah, that's why a city in wartime gets abandoned. It's war. It's taken. We are not winning. We have lost ground. This is the only ground we have been able to gain. Everything else has just been holding defensive points. Nothing's been moving forward. That's why we figured we'd send 3 people that have made it through and are a nice form of resistance and have the skills. And between the 3 of you, all have the abilities to do infiltration, as you have already found a way out and through a high security prison. Infiltration seems best suited for the 3 of you in total.
So there are still people there, but but it's mostly been commandeered by the Celestials.
We don't know what happened to it once we lost it.
Right. Okay. I don't. Of course, I don't want to speak for Yato or Debo, but you've done much for us, and if I've come to the realization that you and those with you see the bigger picture than I do, and I do trust you, and you've taken care of us. You've housed us in your hospitality. You've kept us, returned us back to health, and so this is, I think, honestly, the least I can do. I'm willing to go, and I hope that. And Cedric turns to Debo and Yato, and I hope that they'll come with me. But no matter what they choose, I'll go.
I will see this through. Yeah. If you don't mind giving me the ingredients list again, just to make sure I have everything whenever we arrive. But yeah, I will help see this through.
I stand up from the table real quick and be like, "I have to make a phone call, and please excuse me." and I get up.
As Debo leaves, Cedrin asks, Chief, if we are going to be infiltrating, he's going to show his the prisoner tattoo that they received. They say, is there? I've seen around the village that your people are very good with to tattoos. I don't know if this is able to be removed or covered up in some way, but I think that would help in the infiltration method if that's something we could do in a with haste.
On you and Yato. Doable. That's easy on the shell of the turtle. On shell of Debo, tattooing is not an option.
Understood.
But on you two, yes, we could do a cover up.
Debo will be more difficult to cover up, being he's a turtle, but not impossible. But I would greatly like for us to cover that up. And if possible, before we leave, if there's a way of magically imbuing said tattoo, I would be interested in talking with one of your our artists about that before we leave.
To magically imbue and do 2 tattoo cover ups of a tattoo, it's going to take half your day before you can set off. Just time wise, for how long it takes to do a tattoo by hand.
Understood.
So it can be done, but you'll lose half a day.
Right. Cedric's going to turn to Yato. So they have a plan for us to go to this city, but I feel like we need to have a plan ahead of time, and we can do that on the way there. But I think this will be much different from the prison, where I don't think we can go in swinging our blades and casting our spells. I think this is going to have to be a little more subterfuge and low key. If we can avoid a fight, I think that would be for the best.
I definitely don't disagree. I think that's probably a wise decision.
And if I may ask a favor of just for me, we are building this dome and protecting these lands, trying to protect it from the damage of unnatural forces of elemental origin. If you run into any people along the way, send them this way as best you can to see if they can get here before the solar flare goes.
You you mentioned that you've lost ground in this war. So I've been in the dark since I went in to Cinder, but does that mean that there is a resistance and that there are others like us fighting?
He smiles grimly and he goes, "It wouldn't be a war if there weren't 2 sides." He goes, "There's always resistance. When evil comes, good fights in the most generic form in this case." The hardest thing at the beginning was to tell whose was never necessarily a war of good and evil. It's light and light, dark and dark. It's all gray. That's what made it the hardest thing.
Why do you know why the elementals and celestials have even come here?
That's what we're working on figuring out now. Right now, it's been survival. Now that we don't have to just survive, we can actually focus on trying to learn something.
I know time is of the essence, but do you said you knew where my father was?
I do.
And you said you might be able to tell me after your meeting. Were you able to come to a decision?
I am sworn to oath not to share information, certain information. But I will tell you that in the city of Girton, in the moat that surrounds Castle Verdus, there is a beast that lurks in there that holds most knowledge, especially everything that ever passes through those gates. And I could tell you that most prisoner transport has probably passed through Girton, as it is one of the major cities in the whole of this country. If anyone may know passage of your father, talk to the monster in the moat. If he bears to speak with you.
Well, thank you. And I guess while we're on the subject, how far does your knowledge spread of the rest of the world? I know this city's been abandoned, but my hometown or anywhere else, has there been any other pockets of resistance?
Give me a name of your hometown and we can look into it. We have big ideas, but our information is finally it's gathering. We're having to put everything together and put it on the map and see what's there. But right now, it's pockets of resistance in different areas, and right now we need to organize it. So I'm sending out half orcs in flight, just as you guys are, and I am sending out familiars. I'm sending all my messengers out to try and coordinate forces at this point so we can stop fighting in chaos and start coordinating attacks in a much more controlled manner.
Well, as your half-orc messengers are going out, I gave many of the prisoners, and Sidron pulls out one of his coins that has the Takoa symbol on it. He says, I gave many prisoners one of these, and I can share them with your half-orcs, and it might be useful in getting people to talk or trust. I don't know how far those prisoners went or where, and I also have a I don't know if he's alive or not, but I have an elder brother who is a paladin, and he could be alive, he could not be, but if you find him and he is alive, he would also be a strong ally.
At that, Yato will kind of furrow his eyebrows a little bit and kind of go, and not like speak up, but just kind of like shudder a little bit, like,
And so Cedric's going to hand him like probably like 100 of his silver pieces that he has of those Takoa symbols, just on this little silver coins that they got from the prison.
Mm-hmm.
He's still going to keep like 50 of them for himself, but just as a way of like kind of communicating or at least building trust with like some of the darker parts of cities, like thieves and people who might have been in the prison, just as a way of trying to get more people connected.
He takes them graciously and he goes, thank you all for taking this. Anything you need before travel, we will take care of. Tattoos, food supplies, whatever you may need. It may also just be worth noting, Debo, how much do you weigh?
Debo's not in the room. He stepped out.
Yeah, he stepped out to go take a phone call.
Oh, yeah. And I was like, because he looks at Yato and he goes, flying is a great option, but you don't move as fast carrying someone as big as Debo. And Cedrin on top.
Yeah.
It's just worth noting, but
yeah, I'll kind of
always an option.
Just kind of off to the side with them. I'll kind of let him know, like, generally, I summon giant owls, and that way each of them kind of has their own, so we're not all flying upon one.
He face palms himself. He goes, I'm so sorry. I'm on very little sleep. I forgot. I forgot. I was thinking of wild shape. I forgot.
No, it's quite all right. It's quite all right.
I'm
I'm
on
sorry.
very little sleep. You're right, Yato. You were right. That's a much better plan. This is why we entrusted you guys with this. It fills me with great hope.
It's
Um,
okay. Good. Sorry, I
I'm
didn't.
so
I didn't want
sorry.
to. Didn't want to come across as conceited or anything. Just
No, I just forgot. I absolutely had forgotten.
Do druids have any other forms of transportation besides flight? Are there any? If it's a city, are there any teleportation circles or anything of the sort?
We use tree stride.
yeah. If
We'll
we
go through the
level up, I
trees,
can get us a lot of
but
places really quick.
you have to know the place and you have to know the tree.
Do any? And I guess there's none of your people here have, I guess, been there and known it long enough.
The downfall of a great city of stone is that it's stone.
What about teleportation circles?
Most teleportation is fairly illegal. Just
But
the fall of like portal gates closed, like
but I was
kind of stuff.
thinking there's still teleportation circles at Cinder. It wasn't completely destroyed, and if it's faster to get one of those working and connected,
It won't connect to Girton. Girton was made far after Cinder. Cinder historically was abandoned for centuries. It was converted into a keep. It was
understood.
owned by a mad king who died, and no one else held resident in there until.
Yeah, we saw
Yeah.
a vision while we were
And
there.
so when that happened, they were the first ones to ever open the portals. And when those opened, many things like this happened long ago.
Yeah, we
And that's why
saw,
we closed them all. So yes, there may be portals there,
but not connected to.
but not connected. There's
Understood.
portals there, yeah.
Understood. Well, it sounds like your owls are going to be our best bet. Yato, how fast do you think your owls can take us?
Pretty fucking quick. So
Fast as fuck, boy.
fast as fuck. So
So you guys move 30 and the owl flies what?
so the owls are. Hang on, just 1 second. Sorry.
I'm pulling it up. I got you.
So it's a giant owl. So I
They
want
fly
to say
60. They fly at 60 feet.
Take us
So
a
we
day
could-
and a half.
Day and a half. And that's without rushing.
4 beasts of half. Yeah. So. Yeah. So those are the biggest flying that I can summon several of. And so what did you say their fly speed was?
60.
So that's 120 feet per 6 seconds if they're dashing. Because they'll use their action to dash. But the trick is that it's a concentration spell that only lasts for an hour. So I'll burn through those fairly quickly. But it's a 3rd level spell, so I can get us pretty far because I have 6, 7, 8 of those spell slots.
I do have bowstring magic as well. I could possibly restore a couple.
Oh yeah, because you could get me. Well, you could get me back a 3rd level spell slot if you roll high enough. So we have 8, potentially 9 hours worth of flight.
I also have a spell refueling ring,
Oh yeah, that would work too.
so
Yeah.
I can refuel one of those. I'll just want that back when we get to the city because I
Do you
use
have
that.
a ring of spell storing?
I made it.
Okay.
Can you make another one?
No. Actually, I probably could. I don't
The
see why
ring
I
of spell
couldn't.
storing.
Yeah, I don't think
Does
there's
this
any
ring of
rules
spell
against it.
storing holds 5 levels worth of spells, right?
No, it's not spell. Maybe
So
it is
that's
spell
the
storing.
spell.
Hang
the
on.
ring.
Let me go to my features. Infuse item.
Duplicate magic item.
Yeah.
While y'all are doing that, can we transition to
Yeah,
Debo?
go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, please.
Debo does a couple things. One, he goes in the burrow he made by the river. I
Okay.
made this burrow a long time ago.
Yes, you did.
And he sets his axe down and he prays. and he prays to Lung to save this forest from the rift. Anything?
Roll religion.
Okay, let's not get a 0. That's better. 17.
Okay. With that, we will pick up next time.
No!
So it's a spell refueling ring. It's an artificer infusion, and the spell slot can be of 3rd level or lower. And once used, the ring can't be used again till the next dawn.
Is it attunement?
It is an artificer infusion, so it's just an item.
In your attunement slots, does it show up over there? Like in your inventory?
Let me look. Other possessions, infusions, boom.
Also, Jim, the other thing I wanted to do was call Sloth and
Mhm.
see if I could get the sulfur.
Okay.
Yes, you do have to be attuned to it.
Okay.
But that shouldn't be a huge issue.
Yeah, I have enough spell slots to get us that far. And if we happen to level up, I could potentially get us back instantly.
So you don't need it?
I don't.
I mean, it wouldn't hurt to have another one for him.
Yeah, tentatively not right now, but
He could spend the time flying to get attuned to it and stuff.
yeah, could potentially do that.
That way, when we get to the city, he could have some more spell slots ready.
Yeah. Well, and the other thing we could do is we could fly until we got like perimeter wise like close, and then whenever I could get us to the ground, drop concentration, and then summon us some horses or something to like close the gap. That way we're still moving quickly, but we're not like flying in like
Yeah.
conspicuously.
And I can only make one ring. I can't make multiple.
Oh yeah, no, I figured.
I just looked.
The spell storing ring is also really interesting because it can hold 5 levels worth of spells. So that's either 5 shields or absorb elements, or
Right.
it's like
1/5
1
level.
fireball, 2 shields, or like any combination of 5 levels worth of spells. So it's a really interesting. That's another really interesting item.
Yeah. Jim, because we can, so with this, it means we can fly basically for 8 hours and basically
Mhm.
make a lot of time.
I'm doing the math, guys. I'm doing the math.
Okay, so when you do the math, let us know. But if possible, Jim, can you let me know what magical tattoos would be available to me if I were to ask?
You can get whatever you. I mean,
Careful,
just tell me
careful.
what you want. Well, none of the tattoos are that great, like mechanically.
Yeah, I just like them. I think they're cool.
Yeah, because I know you want the grasping hand. It's going to eat your time.
That's what I'm curious about. But worst case, I figure just a regular tattoo won't take that much time. It takes like an hour at most just to like cover it up.
Yeah.
And I'm not basing that off real life experience.
Nice. I have one of the tattoos. I have the Eldritch Claw tattoo.
What?
That
I'm
was
jealous.
one of the tattoos that I got whenever I got back to the village. That was like a ceremonial thing.
Ah, I'm so
Um,
jealous.
it really only works for like what I'm doing because it adds +1 to like my wild shape attacks.
Yeah.
Because those don't really like scale with anything. So
Yeah.
like a lot of my like wild shape forms have like really low to hits. Like my scorpion has like a +4 to hit. So with that tattoo, it gets them up to a +5.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'll have to look and see. There's a couple that would be kind of nice. So you have the coiling grasp is what you have?
I have the Eldritch Claw.
Eldritch Claw, that's right. Yeah, Eldritch Claw's dope. I like that one. So yeah, I'll take a look and I'll talk with you, Jim, about it offline.
Okay.
But yeah, depending on the math and how long it'll take. If it's worth getting, I'll get it. If not, we'll just get a cover.
Feet. 2 miles. Math. The math.
The
Yeah,
math.
you're doing a lot of math.
Yes, I am. I've been doing a lot of math tonight. In general, what? Could you quit? What the?
Ka-chow.
No, I want 1 mile. So, okay, so 5. Do 80. You guys can get there in if you can go 8 hours, you can cover 110 miles. Roughly a little less than 110 miles, 109. And the distance you got to cover is 72.
Oh, so we can get there in a day.
So you're down a day. Because that's where the 6 is. So you do 5 for 1 day of travel, and you get back for a day in a day. Very cool.
Okay, so here's my
about
follow-up.
109 miles in 8 hours. Is that what you said?
In 8 hours, you can do 109 miles.
Oh my
But
god.
we only need to go 72 miles.
You only need to go 72 because I said it's 3 days because I based it off of the DM guides.
Yeah.
How many
Okay.
feet? How many miles can you do in a day?
So
And a day is 8 hours.
I should have done this while we were playing, but in character. So the solar flare is happening in 6 days.
6
How
days.
how long is it going to take them to get the spell ready? So when
You
do
don't
we
know.
need to get back?
They seem to have been like, you can get it back in 6. They could get it done pretty quick.
Okay, that was kind of the vibe I got. I assumed they'd be like, don't get here in 6 days, get here in like
Yeah,
4
if you can
days,
be
but
quick, that'd be
Yeah,
nice.
Sooner the better.
5.85.
They know how to do the spell. It's just the magnitude of the spell requires a lot of components. That's the
right,
issue.
it's the material.
It's the
They-
volume of material necessary to do a spell at such a large scale.
Yeah, they have the vehicle but no gas.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Interesting, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I should have taken into account flying, but I didn't do the math.
No, but well, here's the
fine.
thing, dude. Here's the thing. You made us think of a way to get there.
No, I like that you guys came up with it. I legitimately forgot that you summoned 4 giant owls. I thought you were gonna just be 1 owl with like a dude riding on top and a turtle, and I was gonna be like, that's not a good idea.
That's not
how
gonna
you
work.
Kill, that's how you
Nah, because we
kill
used the
Debo.
owls before. Like we've used them before.
I totally just forgot. Like my
Yeah.
brain was just like, I do have stuff along the way. It won't hinder your. There'll be a couple stuff that actually this will be perfect because I had other stuff for you guys to do along the way. That I think you guys will really like. And you guys have the time to do it, which is
Yeah.
nice. But it was cool that you guys actually really actually had to think about this. That was kind of fun.
Yeah, it was super fun. And I also props to you, Jim, on the role play and the dragon and even just the meeting. Like this was I don't know, I felt like we progressed pretty quick and
Mhm.
I liked the dragon character. I liked seeing Debo go ham. I like seeing Yato role play and everything he does and
Mhm.
fucking call the sun down on the shadow dragon.
That was very cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, you guys did great. Yeah, sorry, Brandon. I was so stuck on the bird. I don't know why I
It
was
is
so
all
stuck
good, dude.
thinking you were doing 1 bird. Once you were like, no, I'm bringing out 4, I was like, no, you're right.
You're
No, you were
absolutely right.
totally fine. As soon whenever you said it, I was like, I mean, I guess if you want to do that, we can. Like, I was like, I mean, I was kind of planning on doing like normal druid stuff, not necessarily moon druid stuff. But
How do you plan to
Yeah.
get to the city? Oh, I'm gonna use my druid.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. How do you plan on getting across the chasm? I'll probably just use my druid.
Yeah. But I was trying to keep it all in like role play. I was like,
Yeah, no, it was great. He's like, I'm sorry, I'm on little sleep. I forgot we're druids.
Oh shit, my bad.
That's on me, fam. Oh, that's great.
All
We'll
good.
get back with Sloth next time. I'm just out of time, Connor, because I
No,
gotta
you're
go to
good.
work. Yeah, that was nothing to try and cut you off. I was just running out of time with
Dude, this is great.
night shift.
Wait
So
a second. Oh my god, I can already tree stride.
Bro, where have you been?
Oh my god.
Why are we taking the long way there?
Well, so we do have to get there because once I know a tree, then I can
Mhm.
get to that tree again.
Oh, so
Yeah.
we can hop back then.
Yeah, we can hop back
immediately.
instantly.
You can hop
I
back
thought it was
instantly.
6th level. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
hell
it's a
yeah.
really it's
So
a really good spell. Travel.
You're telling me if we look at a tree in this town, make it there, we can just snap back to this tree?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah,
you all gotta
It's
go
one
through the
action.
tree.
I assume
Mhm.
there's a tree in this village that they use to like.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh no, they burned it down.
Yeah, they're
Feel
gonna
like-
have to burn down all my trees.
The
Yeah.
thing is the solar flare will burn quite a few trees.
But they're like,
That,
this
by
is-
the way, this dome is not protecting like the whole forest. The forest is huge. This is protecting a good chunk of it, but not the whole thing.
yeah, is the tree like platform 9 3/4?
Basically. So what it does is, yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. It basically, you enter into the tree and move from inside it to inside another tree of the same kind within, wait,
It's like 6 seconds. It's quick because they used it in Critical Role, and it's like the tree has to be big enough for you to actually like walk through like a door, or like for you to like bodily fit through. So for Debo, we got to find a thick ass tree.
this isn't the one I was thinking of. Tree stride doesn't. So this is within 500 feet.
Yeah, there's another one.
Yeah, this isn't the one I was.
Do you know what the
thinking.
one I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about, and I think that's transport via plants.
Yes.
This is
Maybe.
this one's like short range. Okay.
Yeah, transport via plant spell.
Is that 6th level?
Large and larger inanimate plant. It is a 6th level.
That's what I thought. Okay.
We also have seen or touched the destination plant at least once before for the duration. Any creature can step into the target plant and exit from the destination plant by using 5 feet of movement. Yeah.
Cool.
It lasts 6 seconds, so you have to like.
Yeah, you have to be quick, but you use 5 feet of movement and you can teleport all around a battlefield as long as there's a bunch of trees.
Yeah. But it's a 6th level. It's nice.
Yeah, it is very cool.
If only we could level up.
If only.
Damn, guys, I gotta go.
Yeah, exactly. All right.
All right. Thanks for playing, guys. I hope you had
Absolutely.
fun. This was
Yeah,
great.
Have a
dude.
great evening.
Great job,
Great
dude.
session. Lots
Love
of good
you.
laughs.
Bye.
Love you guys. Bye.
Love you guys. Bye.